This is just going to be a short video this time, a short video about Hubris. So regular viewers will be aware that I like old miniatures, and I have a bit of a fondness for many of the particularly goofy ones. However, that fondness does have its limits. May I present to you the Cybertronic TA6500 from the mid-90s game Mutant Chronicles Warzone. It is one of the worst looking minis I've ever seen. And it wasn't just me, I posted these images asking what people thought of it, and here's some of their responses. Someone's first attempt at scratch building. An overambitious tuk-tuk. Angry doorstop, but tricycle. A rectangle with no future. Like the APC from Aliens got hit by horrific budget cuts. The angriest wheelbarrow. If the Killdozer was crowdfunded and built by the moderators of an incel subreddit. Of its time. Now, of course not everyone disliked it, but I really did. It's unbalanced, the turret is too big and too small in all the wrong areas, the wheels are just kinda out there, although admittedly that's because this official example is seemingly customised to look worse. The body is a mass of shapes with few cohesive lines, and they just kinda stopped making it at the rear and clocked off for the day. It's a mess. No shade on the sculptor or anything, I'm sure they did their best with the time and input that they had, but it's just real rough. So I thought that making my own redesign of the TA6500 and 3D printing it could be a fun video. But I do find it's helpful to have an example of the original design to really understand it as a 3D object, and I don't have one of those original minis, and it costs more than I was willing to spend on one on eBay. So I needed to sculpt one of those first. Now that did mean I had to get some dimensions for this thing. Thankfully I did find this image of one on a cutting mat, so we know that the main hull is about 55mm long and a bit over 30mm wide, with the wheels all being around 18-ish millimeters in diameter. And from that we can eyeball some stuff and work out that from the bottom of the hull to the top of the turret it's about 30mm. So I booted up everyone's favourite 3D program for people that can't be asked to learn to use Blender, Tinkercad. I am starting to dabble with Blender now, leave me alone. And started to make my faithful version. After blocking out the basic shapes, I moved on to the details, which were just so many little bits of piping. Much detailing later, and I had a vague recreation of the original. I didn't worry too much about being super accurate, not least because there's some parts I couldn't find good images of, so eagle-eyed viewers will be able to spot some differences, but it's fine, it's close enough. Then I printed it off and painted it, absolutely forgetting to get any footage of any part of that process. So here it is, my TA6500. It is very small and very silly. And that's when it hit me. I think I kind of like it now. You see, when you make something based around a thing that you don't like, whether it's reviewing a movie or game, or in this case, remaking a kind of ugly miniature, you spend so much time with it that you can start to grow a little fond of it despite yourself. You grow attached to it. I stopped seeing all this thing's faults as faults and started finding them endearing and cute. Like, oh look at it, it's built wrong and it has no idea. And when that happened, all the fire and drive I had to make it better just vanished, and with it my desire to make the original video. Improve him? This is my boy! He's perfect! Ignore all those mean words that people, and me, said about you earlier. I mean, they and I were right, but they were still mean. So yeah, I went into this project with great confidence, only to be undone by the fact that often the only real difference between thinking something looks ugly derogatory and ugly adorable is familiarity, and by spending hours making my own TA6500 from scratch, I had made myself very familiar with it. I don't think there's any real deep moral to this one, I just felt like I needed to share. The STL link is in the description. Bye. Tractor used for evil. Weirdly agricultural. Mad Maxified Italian ice cream tricycle. A Robot Wars contestant that will explode into 1,000 pieces when Hypnodisc touches it. Nunu from the grimdark Teletubbies reboot. A beautiful soul, metallic, that is doing its best.